On January 1st, 1892, Ellis Island opened its doors to the world. Over 12 million immigrants passed through these doors. Today, Ellis Island proudly sits in New York Harbor as a symbol for the plight of those immigrants that were looking to start new lives in America. These 12 million immigrants were looking to escape economic hardships, famine, religious persecution, and war. They looked forward to the American dream of turning their rags to riches and walking down streets paved with gold. But for some arriving at Ellis Island, this dream was no longer a reality. This leads us to the question, Ellis Island or Heartbreak Island? What was Ellis Island like? It was hell, and it was good. For one who passed by, everything was all right. For one who was detained or sent back, oh, that was awful. Immigrants like Theodore came looking for new opportunities in America. But for many, the odds were stacked against them even before they reached Ellis Island. First-class travelers usually continued directly to New York, but third-class passengers were forced to register and endure long lines, going through many examinations. For many, this is what gave Ellis Island the name Heartbreak Island, as the arrivals were separated from their loved ones at the infamous staircase of separation. But in the end, only 2% of immigrants were actually deported. For the millions of new immigrants who passed through, Ellis Island was rather a place of great hope and opportunity. Traveling through Ellis Island benefited these immigrants, as numerous protections were set in place for them upon arrival. Ellis Island was created under the Immigration Act of 1891, which required proper documentation of all arriving newcomers. This helped to safeguard naive newcomers from being taken advantage of, and also increased progressive government efforts to address these social issues and help improve American lives. When arriving in Ellis Island with thousands of others, attempting to start new lives seemed like a daunting task. Luckily, civilians in over 40 immigrant aid societies volunteered on Ellis Island to provide assistance in helping to assimilate the new arrivals. For the unlucky newcomers who were detained on the island, these aid societies planned social and religious events, contacted family and friends, and ran employment services with honest employers. The aid societies, doctors, inspectors, nurses, and the immigrants they helped shaped Ellis Island into the gateway of the land of opportunity. Through the good and the bad, the happy and the sad, many immigrants were given the chance to start their new lives in Mexico, leaving their mark on the country for generations.